Nobody really prepares you for this. When we are young, we imagine life getting easier. We think one day we'll have enough money, enough experience, enough confidence, and everything will finally make sense. But then life happens. You work hard and still fall behind. You lose people you thought would always be there. You pray, and sometimes all you hear is silence. And after a while, you begin asking yourself, why is life so hard? Maybe you've even wondered if you're doing something wrong. But what if life isn't hard because you're failing? What if life has always been this way? Stay with me, because one sentence from Jesus completely changed the way I think about suffering. Every person carries something. Some carry disappointment, some carry loneliness, some carry anxiety about tomorrow, others carry wounds from years ago that never fully healed. The strange thing is, most of us hide it. We smile, we go to work, we laugh with people, but underneath, we're carrying battles nobody else can see. And because everyone hides their struggles, we start believing everyone else has life figured out. So, when life becomes difficult, we think we're the exception. We think, why is this happening to me? But maybe that's the wrong question. Jesus never pretended life would be easy. In fact, he said something most people wish he hadn't. In this world you will have trouble, but take heart. I have overcome the world. John 16:33. Notice what he didn't say. He didn't say, you might have trouble. He didn't say, if you're unlucky. He said, you will. Not because God enjoys watching people suffer, not because you're being singled out, but because we live in a world that isn't the way it was meant to be. The difficult seasons you're walking through don't automatically mean you failed. Sometimes they simply mean you're human. Even though everyone struggles, our own pain always feels personal. We compare our worst days with everyone else's best moments. We scroll through pictures, we hear success stories, we watch people getting married, starting businesses, buying houses, and quietly wonder, why is everyone moving forward except me? But you never see the nights they cried. You never see the fears they keep hidden. You never see the prayers they're still waiting to have answered. Comparison has a way of making ordinary struggles feel like personal failures. And that's one of the biggest lies we believe. One of the hardest thoughts to carry is this: maybe God is disappointed with me. A lot of people quietly believe that. Every setback becomes proof they're doing something wrong. Every delay feels like rejection. Every unanswered prayer feels like abandonment. But Jesus never connected hardship with failure. He simply acknowledged something every human experiences. Life is difficult. The difference isn't whether we'll face storms. The difference is who we'll trust while we're in them. Sometimes the strongest people aren't the ones with the easiest lives. They're the ones who keep taking one more step, even when life feels heavy. One of the hardest parts of suffering is wanting answers. We want to know why. Why now? Why me? Why didn't things work out? Sometimes those answers never come. And maybe that's one of the greatest lessons faith teaches us. Not that we'll understand everything, but that we can keep walking even when we don't. Peace doesn't always come from having every answer. Sometimes peace comes from knowing you're not walking alone. Maybe life isn't hard because you failed. Maybe life is simply life. A journey filled with joy and loss, hope and disappointment, new beginnings and painful endings. Jesus never promised a life without trouble. He promised something better. That trouble would never have the final word. That no matter how dark the season becomes, hope is still possible. And sometimes that's enough to keep taking the next step. Before you leave, I want you to sit with one question. What burden have I been carrying that I was never meant to carry by myself? Don't rush to answer it. Just sit with it. If this reflection encouraged you, I hope you'll subscribe. Every week, we'll slow down together, ask life's hardest questions, and discover timeless wisdom that helps us make sense of them. Thank you for spending these few minutes with me. I'll see you in the next reflection.